Okay, students, let me continue our video session on digital signal processing. Today in this session, I will be covering up finding circular convolution using DIT-FFT algorithm. Okay, you already know the Stockham's method. We will be applying that. I will write the title of this session, that is to find circular convolution, okay, using DIT-FFT. Okay, let me take directly an example, so that you will understand the concept. Okay, I will just write the example. Find circular convolution of two signals x1n, which is given by 2112, and x2n, which is 1 minus 1 minus 1 1, using DIT-FFT algorithm with Stockham's method. Please note that I have to use Stockham's method. Now you already know Stockham's method. You have done some examples in circular convolution. Okay. Actually, I am obtaining third signal x3 of n or output y of n, whatever you call it, after circularly convoluting x1n and x2n. Okay, how you are doing this circular convolution in Stockham's method? It is very simple. First, you are finding out the DFT of x1n, correct? DFT of x1n, so that you will get x1k, and you will be finding DFT of the second signal, that is x2k you are getting. Then what you do? You just multiply both. So that you get third signal x3k, and then find inverse DFT, IDFT, so that you get third signal, time domain signal x3n. This x3n is nothing but x1n circularly convoluted with x2n. That's what is Stockham's method. You know this. This is called as Stockham's method, or this is the concept behind applying Stockham's method. Now what we are doing is we are applying DIT-FFT algorithm. You already know DIT-FFT algorithm, correct? DIT-FFT algorithm, what happens in DIT-FFT algorithm? You see, I will just write in a short here. DIT, input side, here input side decimation, and output side what? Serial. You will get the output in serial. Input side you are decimating, whatever it is. Whether you are finding DFT or whether you are finding IDFT. This is the concept in DIT algorithm, correct? Now let me apply DIT algorithm, right? What I do? First, let me find x1k, that is DFT of x1n. That is to find DFT of x1n. Now already I have to draw 4 straight lines, correct? Oh God. Let me use my straight line drawing here. 1, 2, 3 and 4. Okay, then right, in DIT what do you do? In DIT you just make starting crisscross, correct? Starting crisscross. and after that long butterfly. By this time you should be very fast in doing this. Here W4 0, here W4 1, okay, because I am finding DFT. Here 1, minus 1, 1 and minus 1, here minus 1. I am just indicating minus 1. Now anything else? Yeah. Now I will write here decimation in this side, x0 is equal to, that's why I generally write here, correct, x0 is equal to 2. Then x2, x0, x1, x2 is 1. x1 is 1. Then x3, the last one, 2. Correct? Now 2, 1, 1, 2 is your series. Then what do you do? 2 plus 1, 3. 2 minus 1, 1. Then 2 plus 1, 3. 1 minus 2, that is minus 1. After this is transferred further. 3, 1 and then 3 multiplied by W4 0, which is 1, it is 3. Minus 1 multiplied by minus j, keep it in mind that it is minus j. Here never you should get confused with the twiddle factor while you are applying DFT and IDFT. Keep it in mind. This is minus j. If you want, you write that. W4 1 is equal to minus j. Minus j into minus 1 is j. Now last stage. 3 plus 3, 6. Then here 1 plus j. Next 3 minus 3, 0. Then 1 minus j. Right. Now what happens? Here this is coming in series, correct? This is x0, this is x1, this is x2, this is x3, right? I got this. I got this. I just remove this so that I can draw in the rest. Right. Now you got x0, x1, x2, x3. Now what is the next step? I got my first step here, correct? Second step, I have to find DFT of x to n. To find DFT of x2 of n. Again, I have to draw 4 lines so that I can draw it. Yeah, quickly draw the flow diagram. Minus 1, minus 1, minus 1 and minus 1. Here W4 0, W4 1 and it is minus j. Keep it in mind. Now here I am decimating. Input side I am decimating. Now that means this is x0, x1, x2, x3. I have to write that. Otherwise you should be very careful while you transferring the data. That's what I am requesting you. x0 is equal to 1, referring to the second signal. x2 is equal to minus 1. x1 is equal to minus 1 and x3 is equal to 1. Okay. Now you are into the data transfer. I am always telling you, once you transfer the data, verify whether you have transferred correctly and what algorithm you are applying. That is DIT. DIT means here the decimation, input side the decimation. Twice or thrice you have to verify. Once confirmed, then go to the flow diagram. It is simply addition and subtraction. 1 minus 1, 0. 1 minus minus 1, 2. Minus 1 plus 1, 0. Minus 1 minus 1, minus 2. Correct? Now this is transferred 0 and 2. 0 comes here after multiplying with W4 0, which is 1. Then minus 2 multiplied with minus j. It is J2. Correct? It is J2. Now what happened? 0 plus 0. Last stage I am. Then here 2 plus J2. J2 comes here, 2 comes here. 2 plus J2. Then 0 minus 0. Then 2 minus J2. Now you know that this is x0, this is x1 serial, x2 and x3. Correct? Now what is the third step? Third step I have to multiply. You have completed this step and you are into third step now. Third, x3k is equal to x1k multiplied by x2k. Now I will find that. x1k is 6, 1 plus j, 0, 1 minus j. I am transferring from this. Multiplied by x2k. x2k is already you know 0, 2 plus j2, then 0, 2 minus j2. Multiply both. Anyway, in this multiplication, it is simple because 3 zeros are coming. Don't think that I am choosing an easy problem. Whatever problem has come, I have chosen it. 6 into 0, 0. 1 plus j, 2 plus j2. Multiply that using your complex calculator. It comes out to be j4. 0 into 0, 0. And then 1 minus j multiplied by 2 minus j2. The things comes here minus j4. Minus j4. I have multiplied and seen it. Minus j4. Now you got x3k. Now what I have to do? I have to find IDFT. On x3k, I have to apply IDFT so that I can get time domain signal x3n. Now what do you do? Fourth, you are into this step now. Last step. To find IDFT of third signal x3k. Again, you are supposed to use DIT algorithm, right? DIT algorithm. 1, 2, 3 and 4. Small crisscross in the start. Right. Okay. And then long crisscross here. Right. After this note, whatever answer comes, always keep it in mind. There is a multiplying factor in IDFT, which is 1 by 4 in case of our 4-point DFT. This is very important. Okay. If you forget also at last, you have to add this. Now, see, keep it in mind. Here, twiddle factor. W4 minus 0. W4 minus 1. Okay. W4 minus 1. If you want to write that, W4 minus 1 is equal to J. This is J. Right. Now, transferring the data from here. Right. This is x0, x1, x2, x3. Correct. Now you know that you are supposed to write here x0. x0 is 0. Then x2. Correct. x2 is 0. Then x1. I am writing here x3 it should be, but I am just telling you the conceptually. Here 0 index, even second index, first index, third index. You keep it in mind like 0, 0. Then x1 is j4. Then x3 is minus j4. Right. Again I verified whether I have entered the data correct or not. Yes, I have entered the data 0, 2, 1, 3. Correct. Then I will go towards the algorithm finding. That means addition and subtraction. Once I clarified that my data entry is decimated here, even odd, and output I will get now. 0 plus 0, 0. 0 minus 0, 0. J4 minus J4, summed. J4 minus J4, 0. J4 minus J4, J8. Okay, J8. Then 0, 0, 0. Transferred here further. Here multiplied by 1. Transferred further. J8 multiplied by J8. Sorry, J. It is J square 8. J square 8. Many students go wrong in J square. J square is minus. Hence it is minus 8. Right. Now 0 plus 0. 0. 0 minus 8. 0. You see here. Minus 8. Summed up. Minus 8. Then here 0 minus 0. 0. Then 0 minus 8. 8. Now, after transferring through the multiplying factor, it is 0, it is minus 2, it is 0, and this is 2. Now, here it is decimated, here it is serial, correct? x3 0, x3 1, third signal 2, third signal 3. Then I got the answer here. x3 of n, which is x1n, circularly convoluted with x2n. I found it with DIT FFT algorithm as 0 minus 2 0 plus 2. This is what is my final answer. Okay, I found it by DIT FFT algorithm. Okay, I hope you understood this. I applied Stockham's method, which is nothing but finding out DFT of first signal, first step, finding out DFT of the second signal, second step, multiplying both DFTs so as to get the third DFT, then finding out the IDFT, fourth step. Okay, these 4 steps you have to follow. Keep it in mind what you are supposed to do. Decimation at the input side, output comes in serial in case of DIT FFT algorithm. Okay, that is very important. And while you are finding out IDFT, there is a multiplying factor of 1 by 4 is here, as well as the Tweedle factor get conjugate. These all you have done already. I hope you understood this algorithm. Okay, applying DIT FFT algorithm to find circular convolution with Stockham's method. Okay, the next video session I shall cover it up with same another example with DIF FFT algorithm. Okay, DIF FFT algorithm. You please solve a assignment on this. I will send you the assignment. Okay, we are proceeding further. We are into the verge of completion of second module. Anyway, next another 2 to 3 hours I will complete this. Thank you then. If any doubts are there, you can contact me.